Hey guys, I'm back with another painting. I believe that this painting is number 14 in my series. That doesn't include the tiny little wooden plaques because I'm not sure if I'm going to include them. I think they're just really hard to hang. So for the Living Spaces show, they only really called for 10 to 15 pieces, and since this is number 14, I could probably just stop at this one, at least for a bit. At least stop worrying about it, because I have to submit all of my labels and things soon, so at least that's a load off. I think I might still have one left in me, but we'll see. We'll see. I was thinking of live streaming this one, but I've gotten into this kind of habit of wanting to listen to chatty YouTube videos like this one while I'm painting, because otherwise if I'm live streaming I tend to get a little bit bored because I usually only have my old music and there's usually nobody there because I don't have a set schedule. So when I go do live streaming, I'll post it on my Twitter and my Facebook, but I don't think people are into it, so no one shows up. And so I think, I could be watching a movie right now instead of trying to work in front of a camera. It's kind of stressful. I don't know. I should really just start getting back into that. Just keep an eye out on my Facebook and Twitter if you're interested in watching a live stream. And I didn't really want to live stream it that much because I knew it was going to be super complicated and it was going to require all of my attention, and it did. It was really complicated. I started sketching it out, but I was working from a photograph that I took of a lily pond, and it was so hard to pick out little details. It got to the point where I decided to use a grid system, just like you do in school. When you divide a picture into little 1-inch squares or so, and then you divide your paper in the exact same ratio of squares, and then you can just kind of go square by square. It's not a great way to do it if you're going for realism, because you will have this weird disjointed patchwork thing going on. The city I live in is kind of ugly. It's like lots of hot gray fields of parking lots, and then you got these ugly beige or concrete buildings everywhere. Everything's boxy and really ugly. And then we just come upon this lily pond, and it was just like magical. Like, it didn't seem like it belonged there. It was dazzling, just to see all these ponds. It just looked like something that doesn't really exist in your world, I wanted the boxes because I thought that it would actually work with the concept of this lily just appearing in a boxy gray landscape. And everywhere the lily touches, it's bringing this dazzling color. So it worked for this painting. I wouldn't suggest doing the grid system with anything other than maybe a sketchbook. But in the end, I even actually accentuated the grids a little bit more by adding boxes around details of interest. But yeah, even with the grids, it was actually really challenging for me to get each individual lily pad. I wanted to go for some level of accuracy, and even with the grids, I don't know, skimmed it a little bit. But I think it worked out. I really like the background with the pencil scratches and the trees. But yeah, I guess I should have live streamed it, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I did struggle with it quite a bit. I had to focus. I had to focus really hard. I kind of like how it turned out. This is one of my lesser favorite ones, but I find that the ones that I like the least tend to be the most popular, so I don't know. Let me know what you think of that theory. So now I guess I get to take a little bit of a break and work in the sketchbook a little bit. I will see you next time. Bye.